Imagine a fortress so impenetrable that no army could breach its walls. No siege engine could crack its foundation. No storm could shake its towers. Now imagine that fortress exists within your mind. In the year 161 AD, Marcus Aurelius became emperor of Rome while plague ravaged the empire and barbarian hordes pressed at every border. Yet he remained unshaken. His secret? An inner fortress built from Stoic philosophy. Today, we'll discover how to construct your own unbreakable mental fortress using ancient wisdom, modern neuroscience, and yes, a few lessons from science fiction. Chapter 1: The Architecture of Mental Strength. Every fortress needs blueprints, and our mental fortress has three primary structures, each as crucial as the stone walls of ancient castles. First, the foundation of acceptance. Imagine trying to build a castle on quicksand. Impossible, right? Yet that's exactly what we do when we resist reality. The Stoics understood this 2,000 years ago. Epictetus, himself a former slave, taught that we suffer not from events themselves, but from our judgments about events. Modern neuroscience confirms this ancient wisdom. When we fight against unchangeable circumstances, our brains flood with cortisol and adrenaline. It's like keeping our internal alarm system permanently activated. But here's where it gets interesting. Studies show that acceptance literally rewires our neural pathways, creating what scientists call cognitive flexibility. Think of it like this: resistance is fighting gravity while acceptance is learning to fly. Chapter 2: The Watchtowers of Perception. Every medieval fortress had watchtowers. Guards would scan the horizon, distinguishing between friend and foe, real threats and false alarms. Your mind needs the same vigilant watchers. These are your cognitive guards trained to spot the difference between helpful thoughts and mental invaders. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." But here's the fascinating part. Modern brain imaging reveals that mindful awareness actually increases gray matter in the prefrontal cortex. Your mental watchtowers literally grow stronger with practice. It's like upgrading from medieval guards with torches to high-tech surveillance systems. Same function, enhanced capability. Consider this scenario. You receive criticism at work. Your untrained mind might immediately sound the alarm. Attack, defend, counterattack. But a trained mental guard asks different questions. Is this feedback accurate? Can I learn from it? Does this person's opinion define my worth? Suddenly, what seemed like an assault becomes valuable intelligence. Chapter 3: The Arsenal of Inner Weapon. No fortress is complete without an armory. But the weapons in our inner fortress aren't swords or shields. They're mental tools forged from centuries of philosophical wisdom and sharpened by scientific understanding. Weapon 1: the shield of perspective. Imagine you're arguing with someone who turns out to be a hologram. Sounds absurd? Yet that's often what we do with our problems. The Stoics taught a technique called the view from above. Picture yourself as an astronaut looking down at Earth. From that cosmic perspective, how significant is your current worry? Neuroscientist Dr. Ethan Kross found that this psychological distancing reduces activity in brain regions associated with emotional pain. It's like having a cosmic zoom lens for your problems. Weapon 2: the sword of dichotomy. This might be the most powerful tool in your arsenal. The Stoics divided all experiences into two categories: things within our control and things beyond our control. Weather? Beyond your control. Your response to weather? Completely within your control. Other people's actions? Beyond your control. Your reactions to their actions? Your domain entirely. It's like being Neo in the Matrix, suddenly seeing the code behind reality. Most of our suffering comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. Chapter 4: The Command Center. At the heart of every fortress sits the command center. This is where decisions are made, strategies planned, and the entire operation coordinated. In your inner fortress, this command center is your rational mind. But here's the twist. Unlike medieval commanders who relied on messengers and signals, your command center operates at the speed of thought. The Stoics called this your ruling faculty, or hegemonikon. Modern neuroscience knows it as the prefrontal cortex, your brain's CEO. But here's where our science fiction elements become reality. Advanced meditation practitioners show brain patterns that look almost like they're operating on a different frequency. Their neural networks display what researchers call heightened coherence. It's as if they've upgraded their mental operating system from Windows 95 to quantum computing. The key is training your command center to respond rather than react. Reaction is automatic, like a computer running pre-programmed code. Response is conscious, like a skilled pilot navigating through a storm. Marcus Aurelius practiced this daily, writing, "Between stimulus and response there is space. In that space lies our freedom." Chapter 5. The Siege Test. Even the strongest fortress must be tested. Throughout history, the greatest military architects would subject their creations to simulated attacks, finding weaknesses before real enemies could exploit them. Your inner fortress needs the same testing. The Stoics called this premeditatio malorum, or negative visualization. Don't worry, it's not about becoming pessimistic. It's about becoming anti-fragile. Imagine you're a character in a video game. Negative visualization is like running practice scenarios in training mode. You face potential challenges in a safe environment, building resilience for when they occur in real life. Research by psychologist Julie Norum shows that this defensive pessimism actually reduces anxiety and improves performance. It's like having a flight simulator for life's turbulence. But here's the crucial part. You're not just imagining problems, you're rehearsing your response. How would your inner fortress handle job loss, relationship challenges, health issues? By mentally rehearsing these scenarios, you're literally creating neural pathways that will activate when real challenges arise. It's like preloading your brain's response software. Chapter 6. The Network Effect. No fortress stands alone. Even the most impregnable castle was part of a larger defensive network. Watchtowers communicated with other watchtowers. Allies provided support when enemies attacked. Your inner fortress needs the same interconnected support system. But here's where ancient wisdom meets modern science in unexpected ways. Researchers have discovered something called emotional contagion. The people around us literally influence our brain chemistry. Spend time with anxious people, and your cortisol levels rise. Surround yourself with calm, rational individuals, and your nervous system responds accordingly. It's like being in a science fiction movie where emotions have physical substance, spreading from person to person like visible energy fields. Except this isn't fiction. Mirror neurons in our brains actually fire when we observe others' emotional states. The Stoics understood this intuitively. They emphasized the importance of choosing companions wisely and learning from philosophical mentors. Marcus Aurelius had Epictetus. Epictetus had his teachers. You need your network too. Whether it's books, podcasts, communities, or mentors, your fortress grows stronger when connected to other fortresses of wisdom. Chapter 7. The Eternal Upgrade. Here's something fascinating about both medieval fortresses and modern software. They never stop evolving. Castle builders constantly improve their designs, adding new defensive features as weapons technology advanced. Your inner fortress follows the same principle. Neuroplasticity means your brain can literally rewire itself throughout your entire life. You're not stuck with your current mental architecture. Every time you practice Stoic principles, you're upgrading your mental fortress. Each moment of conscious response over automatic reaction strengthens your neural pathways. Think of it like this. You're simultaneously the architect, the builder, and the inhabitant of your fortress. And unlike physical structures, your mental fortress can grow stronger with age rather than weaker. The Roman Stoics knew this. Seneca wrote some of his most profound insights in his 70s. Marcus Aurelius grew wiser under the pressure of leadership. Modern neuroscience confirms what they intuited. Wisdom literally changes brain structure. Experienced meditators show increased cortical thickness and enhanced connectivity between brain regions. Your fortress isn't just unbreakable, it's constantly becoming more unbreakable. So here we are at the end of our architectural tour. You now possess the blueprints for building an inner fortress that would make Marcus Aurelius himself proud. Remember, this isn't about becoming emotionally numb or disconnecting from life. It's about developing unshakable inner strength while remaining fully engaged with the world. Your fortress has a foundation of acceptance, watchtowers of awareness, an arsenal of mental tools, a command center of reason, testing protocols for resilience, network connections for support, and upgrade systems for continuous improvement. But here's the most important part. Building this fortress isn't a destination. It's a daily practice. Every morning you wake up and continue construction. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to strengthen your defenses. The ancient Stoics were right about one thing. The quality of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. And now, armed with both ancient wisdom and modern science, you have everything you need to build an unbreakable spirit. Your inner fortress awaits. The only question is, when do you begin construction?